How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Skuff Micksun. Yeah, you heard that right. Skuff Micksun on tonight. He can say his name, what he does, all that jazz.
Yo, what's going on? Yes, you nailed it. Yeah, I'm Skuff Micksun, and I make music for Skuff Micksun, and
There we go.
we're here to hang out.
I am stoked. I want to give a shout outs to another Brandon, not me. I know, quite a surprise. Brandon of the band American Standards. He's my boy. I love him. Been friends with him for many years, and he was the one who gave us the introduction. So much love to Brandon. He's dope. Go check out his band. We may or may not have done an interview very recently that you could also go watch. So go check that out. But watch this one first, and then go check out Brandon's band because he's sick too.
Incredibly smooth plug. I love that. And
I got
agree. I agree. American standards rule, and so does Brandon. Shout out, Brandon. Thank you, dude.
No problem. Well, Scuff, I wanted to know, I don't know too much in regards to your history doing this project, so want to know, how did Skuff Micksun start? When was like the first real moment where you were like, I really want to start doing this. Like, I want to start making music. I want to start under the name Skuff Micksun. Like, what kind of got you started out in just writing music?
Yeah, I was playing in a bunch of different bands, and for every band was a different reason why this member left, or went off to college, or just moved, or
Sure.
whatever. And it kind of was just heartbreaking because I felt like I was just pouring everything into these bands, and then they were just like kind of disintegrating. And so I started a solo project, and I was going by just Skuff for a minute, and then ended up adding the Micksun later. That was actually a joke with my pops back in the day. My dad, I used to, as a kid, really young, I used to sneak up on him, and I would just karate chop him out of nowhere. And I would be like, I'm Skuff Micksun, and his name was Mick. So it was this weird little joke that we had.
That's cute. Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up adding that because there was actually another Skuff in Australia or something. And so I was like, man, another Skuff.
That would check out.
Not enough room for us both.
No.
So that was about 12 years ago, 13 years ago almost. So yeah, Skuff Micksun has been around for a decade now.
Kudos. Congrats.
Yeah,
congrats.
man. And it's been a awesome ride. I've had a bunch of different friends play for the band live and stuff. But yeah, predominantly it's been just a great solo project for the most part. I have friends come in and write guitars with me and stuff like that. But it was just something I could rely on, If I have an idea, I can go in the bedroom and make a song for Skuff Micksun. I don't have to wait for the band or 5 other guys to get their shit together, just like me,
I feel
we're all just trying to get our shit together. So. No hate to that, but
No, yeah, but I feel like it taught you an incredibly unique question, which is if I can't do it myself, then I probably shouldn't do it. And I feel like you really took up that mantle of just doing it yourself and just going out there and making music, for the past decade. So I got to give you a lot of kudos for that because
Thanks,
I kind of went back and listened to some older stuff, listened to stuff in the middle years, and then obviously listened to the most recent song you dropped, which is Bank Broke. Highly recommend checking all the stuff out. I'll leave links in the description, but I didn't know what it was going to be like because Brandon just introduced me and gave me zero information on what the band sounded like. So just based off the name, I was like, what is he gonna do? What is what I think musically, what is he gonna do? And I was like, I'm like, if he mixes some punk in there, I wouldn't be surprised because he's kind of got a punk sort of name. So I'm like, maybe that might be it. but there was like nothing. I had nothing on you. So I was like,
Interesting.
let me try to like pinpoint what I feel like it's gonna be and then be surprised when it ultimately is not. So, you know, I checked out Bank Broke, I checked out Slowly, and I checked It Wants Me Dead more currently, and then I went back and listened to some of I tried to go into some of the more deeper catalog, but I wanted to go a little bit further in than just Bank Broke. And
Oh
I
yeah, I
was
appreciate
and I was like, "Holy shit." I'm like, "This guy can write some hits." Like these are some
that.
I'm not even this is no joke. Like I legitimately was sitting here before we hopped on about 30 minutes in. I was like I just had finished like scarfing down like a chicken burrito and I was like, "Let me listen to some of these songs before I have Scuff on." And I was like, God, I'm like, let me check out Bank Broke because that's the new one, and let me get a vibe for it. And I was like, this one's super sick. I was like, okay, okay. So then I
Hell
checked
yeah,
out
dude.
Slowly, and I was like, all right, all right, all right. He's getting more into he's getting more into the nitty gritty. And I was like, the chorus on this was Chef's Kiss. It was so good.
Oh man.
And then I got into Wants Me Dead, and I'm like, yo, what is this guy? Why is he not more popular? Like, this guy needs to be, like, this guy is crushing it right now. Like, I was so fucking hyped, and so I think I kind of hyped myself up, which I always tend to do, but I genuinely was like, this is some really good writing, and I don't know how you're not more popular. Like, it
Oh
kind of
man.
blows my mind.
I appreciate that so much, dude. Thank you. I yeah, dang, that was like the amazing compliment.
Oh, no
Um,
problem.
I don't know. I mean, I just recently started like getting a little bit of hype, and like, so for me, it's the whole thing where it's like, oh, would you do it if no one listened? And I'm like, well, no one's been listening for, you know,
So you've
uh,
been doing it.
9 years, so I've been doing it like that. But now that like people are reaching out and being like, yo, this shit resonates, it's like it's definitely cool. It's inspiring. It makes me like lights a little fire under my ass. I feel like I got some shit to say and people are
Yeah.
resonating with it. Like, um so yeah, it's like I don't know. I guess I'm just like already overwhelmed as to like how I went from nobody listening to now like after a decade. It's not that I gave up. I just like kind of was like, cool, I just do this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if it happens, it happens. And like, I don't know, now that it's just kind of got a little steam going, and I feel it kind of coming to like this, oh, it's all come to this moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's felt like that recently. It's felt like super cool. So I'm grateful for it, man. It's wild.
Yeah, and I think it's well deserved. Like, cause I always I listen to a ton of music. I've been doing this for over 7 years now, so I'm kind of we're in the same like region of time, and so
100%. Yeah.
for me, it's like it constantly floors me that there are bands out there and artists that are doing this that don't get the recognition. So that's kind of for me,
Totally.
like that's the prize. Is like, can I find an artist that no one's found out about yet but needs to know about? And like I said, I'm so grateful for Brandon hitting me up because I would have been
Absolutely.
pissed if I didn't find out about your music. So I was like, yo,
That's
this has
awesome.
like some emo rap in it. It has some like punk kind of like, like it's a little bit left to center. And I think I like that because it reminded me, these are the three bands it reminded me a lot of. 21 Pilots. I feel like it's got kind of a 21 Pilots vibe to it.
Okay.
Vocally, you kind of have a little bit of a Post Malone kind of thing going on. I don't know if it's like the rasp, but
That's fun. Yeah.
I felt a
That's
little
funny.
Post Malone, a little bit production wise, a little Post Maloney. And I'll also say another great, fantastic emo in the emo rap genre, even though I feel like he's breaking out a little bit now. Nothing Nowhere kind of gave me that sort of vibe, especially if It
Okay.
Wants Me Dead gave me that kind of like Nothing Nowhere, but maybe like a little bit more posy, It's like, I felt
Totally.
like you were crushing it on that. And all the songs were really catchy. The hooks were on point, and that's what I've been like really loving about like more of artists that I've had on there like kind of pull a little bit from the mainstream, but or maybe a little bit not like specifically mainstream music. Because
Sure,
I'm not gonna say you're like pop music, but I feel like you
sure.
have elements of that
There's a yeah,
production
I can
wise.
respect that 100%. Yeah. Like honestly, I like that you said like I've always been a fan of like the PMA, positive mental attitude, hardcore movement, and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was kind of my roots. I grew up on that type of stuff. So I recently, like, I used to make very like I don't want to say depressing, but it was pretty. My friends used to be like, "Damn, bro, this is like sad as shit, man." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah,
You're like,
I
yo, I'm an
know
emo, bro,
it."
right? Yeah. That's what we
I was
do.
like, "I'm the real deal, baby. I'm the real deal. We don't fake this shit." Um, but yeah, I don't know. There was something that happened, and honestly, it was like during the quarantine, which is, it was a weird time for
Oh
everybody,
yeah.
but it
Oh
gave
yeah.
it like I really honed in on the music because it was kind of all I had at that time. We were all
Yeah.
like kind of inside, and our jobs and everything where everything was fucked up. So I really started honing in on this feeling where I was like, man, instead of like writing these sad songs, maybe I can make it sound happy somehow, and
Sure.
and
Yeah.
and have a that juxtaposition of like, I guess, or that contrast rather of like, just uh serious but lighthearted meeting like a
Sure.
goofy
Yeah.
meets
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
kind of like fuck the man. I'm trying to get all that across and like have it be a little more fun, and um it's kind of been reflecting in my own life, now that I'm writing music that is a little more, I don't know, I guess hopeful
hmm
than just straight sad. It's like there's always a dark element to it,
Sure.
I
Sure.
feel
Sure.
like, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's so much bad news in the fucking world, dude. And like I played in, a lot of bands where I just wrote crazy off the wall lyrics and stuff. But now it's like this shit really helps me at this point.
Sure.
So it's
Yeah.
like I want to write shit that matters, and I want to put something into the world that's like a little bit positive because we
Yeah.
got way enough like really bad vibes. So I'm just I'm trying to change my own fucking tune, and live a little better life on my end, and just treat myself better, and the
Oh
drill.
yeah.
Just trying to be better, grow, man.
Yeah, no, and I
Yeah,
think that's kind of why I love I think that's kind of why I love to do this and try to give people like it's very easy to just I could have taken a shit on your music. Like if I didn't like it, I could have just
totally,
easily went in. But I feel like
totally.
there's always positives you can look at in regards to music, and I think it's the ability to create, right? I don't want to ever feel like I'm taking away that person's ability to do what they love to do. Clearly, you love to write music, and so I feel like
Oh yeah, dude.
that's conveyed in what you do, and that's awesome. And like I just happen to really enjoy this music, and not that I feel like in any other situation I didn't love the music, but I love the fact that it's just like this way that you kind of spin the lyrics and kind of have this sort of again positive attitude on like writing music and having it be like this goofy thing in some aspects to it, you're
Sure.
just kind of letting it be yourself. And I think that I think you were trying to figure out earlier as to like why people are kind of coming around to what you're doing. And I just feel like you probably got to the point where you're just like fuck, like I don't care. Like if people check out my stuff,
Yeah,
cool. If they don't, I'm just gonna continue to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. And I think that's
100.
when the universe is like, okay, we got you. All right. Like we'll give you this. We'll give you this many streams. Like we'll do it up. Cause like that's when I kind of just stopped like caring. Like
Yeah,
when
dude.
I was during the pandemic, I just kind of was just like, if I do well, great. Like if people like my stuff, awesome. If they don't, that's also
Yep.
fine too, but I don't do this because I don't do this for every artist on here. I do this because I enjoy doing it and I want to help bands succeed and do well and have an interview that people care about watching. It's like we're both
Hell
human.
yeah.
We just want to have that sort of exchange. And I feel like if I'm like reading off my phone, like being like, okay, Scuffs, what's your favorite color? Like that, I feel like that
Right.
doesn't really resonate with me, but I want to know the experience of being an artist and kind of the positives, the negatives, the things that happen that make you create art, whether for the better or for the worse of, you know,
100%.
things that you do. And it shows. I like I said, I think that's to me from what I've seen with your growth, and obviously haven't been that long, but I feel like your growth has just been just like let's keep plugging away at it, keep doing it,
Yeah,
and it's
man.
gonna click, it's gonna click, it's gonna click. And I feel like now I'm glad after, you know, obviously wish it was a shorter amount of time, but a decade. I mean, you're fucking grinding it out, you're doing it,
Yeah.
and
But I
I'm
think that takes a decade sometimes. Everything you're saying, like, sure, I think some people get it and maybe are just born with it, but like, I fucking sucked at guitar. I sucked at singing. I sucked at every, like I had no, like, it was like I just did it every day, and it's like, especially when it came to like, I made metal and I produced and I did, acoustic stuff, like really, really like emo acoustic stuff and like really heavy stuff, and then I was just all over the board. And I think it takes like quite literally a decade to find your voice.
oh,
And
100%.
not everybody, but for me, I think it took me, yeah, like 7 to 10 years to really like just feel comfortable and be like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna say. This is how I'm gonna say it.
Whatever, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and just kind of stand by it like that. And because you can look around and there's always a better musician than you. There's always a better singer than you. There's always a better looking dude than me. It's like, come on.
I disagree,
So like,
but you know.
you're the finest man I've
Oh.
ever seen.
Thank you.
No, but for real, it is like you can't worry about that shit. And
Yeah.
I think that when you make music for 10 years, you either get jaded or you get just pushed into like relentlessly doing what the fuck you want to do because you're like, I love this, and this is the one thing you're not gonna make not fun for me.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know what
gonna
I mean?
make it
Like,
fun no matter what. Yeah.
yeah, for real.
Well, I hope from here on out you crush it, because like I said, I was floored. I'm not even joking. I was like,
Damn, thank you so much.
this guy is, again. I'm gonna keep saying it, and I probably will say it a lot in this interview. But please do yourself a favor and check out Skuff Micksun. I genuinely wholeheartedly agree. Like his stuff right now is great, and I would highly recommend the songs that I listened to. Those to me were the ones that were standout. I really enjoyed them a lot. I am gonna try to go back and listen to some of the older stuff to really get a good grasp on it. But I gotta say, within the
Totally.
past like year or so, the songs, chef's kiss. They've been sick. So seriously, go check out
You're
Scuff
the man.
Mixon, crushing it right now.
You're the
But
man.
have a question for you, Scuff. Kind of a follow up to this one. For people who aren't familiar with Skuff Mixon, of course they'd be watching this. I would at least hope so. What song would you recommend to a new listener to check out first to kind of give them an
Mhm.
idea of your sound?
Totally. Uh, I'm gonna have to go with Magnificent.
Ooh, okay. I didn't listen to that one, so I'll have to go and listen to that now.
It is. So here's the thing. It is the most played song, but uh, it was kind of like the step into this really positive kind of like mindset that I'm trying to do now. And I don't know. It's the first song that really resonated with like a lot of people. But I do think it's just kind of got both the parts of what I'm really trying to do, and it represents a good live show, especially the music video,
Ooh,
because
okay.
there's live footage, and it kind of goes back and forth between like performing in your living room with like a spatula to like being on stage with all your friends screaming the lyrics and stuff. And Yeah, it was just it has a lot of spoken word elements, which I love to do. And it's also, just a really fun song. It's a good one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to give that
Yes,
one a listen after this. But if
for
I had
sure.
to, if I had to pick my personal recommendation, I would say slowly. I enjoyed the
Nice.
actual song, but the music video also just so it was so good. It was so funny. Like you just have this like kind of like teacher get up, and it's like
Super goofy,
I'm
man.
like like it was the second song I listened to, so I was like, What's going on here? Like, why is he dressed like this?" There were so many questions I
Yeah,
had, but it was all kind of dismissed after watching and listening to the music. I was like, okay, well,
that's amazing.
the
That's
music
amazing.
video
No,
still didn't rock with me. Like, I still don't get it to this day, but the song itself crushed. You know,
I love that. I love that, dude. So yeah, the my music videos, to anyone who watches them, like I just I just think they're funny.
they're
Like
great
honestly.
though. Yeah, they are
And
funny.
like we like I don't know. I don't want to hate on anybody. It's just like I'm not the type of dude that's gonna get on the camera and try and like look all fucking cool because I'm not, dude. Like I want to get up and dress up goofy with my friends and like bank broke the video we're like running from the
Yeah,
cops
yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
time. And another video we're teachers and my one of my best friends he was the principal and it's just fun to do stupid shit and not take life so serious because again a lot of the songs are about pretty serious shit and
Sure,
pretty
yeah.
dark parts of life, but I want to try and like make light of those feelings and situations. So to anyone who watches the videos, they're supposed to be fucking fun. They're supposed to be stupid and dumb and funny. That's what they are because it's just a different experience. So,
Yeah,
you know.
you know what? I'll give him credit because the music videos are great. I'll also say "Wants Me Dead" was also a fantastic music video, but it kind of
Thank you.
reminded me. You're welcome. It kind of reminded me a lot of like Blink 182 when they just ran the streets like naked. Like it reminds me of that. It also reminds me of like any Little Dicky music video, like just how completely off the wall his music videos are. Like it gave
I
me
love
that
that.
that sort of vibe. Like, and I think it shows that like again that sort of lightheartedness that you have about like the music videos. I think in fact it almost gave me more enjoyment actually watching the music videos because I just knew you were having a good time just like doing dumb shit. Like I love that. That's my bread and butter. So you were already hitting the nail on the head like
Thanks,
with
man.
the visuals and then the music. I was just like, bro, what the fuck? This
Yeah,
is sick. Like this is
totally.
awesome. So I feel like for me, you hit the target audience. It's me.
That's what's up.
I am the target audience. But yeah, it was so sick. And like I said, I love just the goofy aspects of it. It felt very much like again one of those like funny music videos that I feel like a lot of people would really enjoy and just like it
Yeah,
just
it's
gives you
like
in
the
that
dumb thing.
positive mood, it just gives you those vibes and you're just like feeling the song a little bit more and you're just like, man, this guy is crushing it. So that's what I hope.
Dude, thank you, man. I'm glad you take that from it. Like again, it's if you listen to the song and then you watch the video, you're probably like, oh damn, I wasn't really expecting that. But again, that's kind of it shows that side of the song also, and I think that that's kind of important. If there is one song that is, I just recently played the first time live. That
Oh,
was,
nice. Okay.
it was like a song we kind of as a band. I was like, I think we should hold off on this one. It's going to be rough, and it's just a very serious song, and like the video is also just a performance of it. And like that was the one thing I put out that I was just like, okay, you know, all jokes aside, here's something for real. And so there is that speckled in there. Like I'm not trying to just be like bleh
A
all the time.
goofball. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, again, you can't take any of this shit that serious, dude. Look at what the fuck, we got our money in banks. What are we doing? You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like we
It's
can't
just
take any of
numbers,
this
you
shit
know.
serious.
There's some guy turning the numbers on my thing. So
Just making
if you are
rules and
watching this,
just show up.
can you give me more zeros onto the end of my bank account? That'd be sick. Thank you. That
Yeah, for real. You
returning
can
the
hack us
keys, you
out
know.
there.
I could use a few extra zeros. That'd be kind of nice. Um,
Yeah, no
but
kidding.
yeah, I think what you write about, and I did check out the lyrics too, and it's like it is really serious stuff, and I think that, like, not to make fun of like the tough situations, but I think it's like we
Sure,
always frame like these negative things that happen in just like that way, and I think it does make that sort of impact to some people, but maybe it also might be a little bit abrasive to other people as well. And I appreciate your approach of being like, okay, this music video is going to be goofy, but like the things that I talk about are very serious. So I think from a
sure.
like and like a very like outside perspective, you watch this music video, you're like, look at this dumb goofball, you know, like what is he doing, right? And then, but like if you're actually listening to the lyrics, you're like, holy fuck, like this guy is like
Totally.
really, putting emotion and putting a lot of feeling into it. And I think it makes you kind of endear the music you write a little bit more, because you're able to kind of invest in that way, but it's not like someone's trying to like beat you over the head with it. It's like, okay,
Totally.
I'm telling this thing because I know it's something I want to talk about and it's something serious, but I don't want it to come across in like a serious tone unless it's needed. And I feel like you have those songs that are on
Totally.
there that are just a little bit more intimate, that you want that message to be a little bit heard a little bit more seriously, and I appreciate that. But like I said, I'm a goofball. I love goofball shit. So
Yeah,
that for
dude.
me, that's a vibe. So I got to give you kudos for kind of like, again, walking that fine line of being like brutally honest with like your feelings, but not so honest that you're just like, I'm just gonna stand here and I'm just gonna cross my arms and
Angry, yeah,
be
just
angry,
like
you know?
yeah, that angriness. That's the parts that I'm just trying to let go of all that shit anymore. It's like I don't know. It kind of is the all the corny shit that all the corny sayings that we hear as kids. Like they
It
just
is
all
true, yeah.
start coming true, dude. And then you're like, oh God, like I gotta be nice to people and like we're all going through it, dude. We're just barely alive and we're just hanging on by last threads. We're all walking around freaking out, but we just, hey, how's it going? Good morning. And like, I think that there's something to be said about uh just realizing that we're all fucking here and we're all dealing with the same crazy stresses, the news and everything. And it's like give people a break, put some positive shit into the world. That's what I'm
Yeah,
on lately. I don't know. I hope
I
I can
feel
stay
that.
on that.
I
I
feel
hope
that,
it's not
Scuff.
a phase.
I also hope it's not a phase, because I think there's, like you said, there's so much shit that happens in this life, and I think, a lot of things that I've seen, like, you see someone pass away or see something like that, and you think about how short life can be to some thing. Like I know we've been talking about kind of like tropes, but it's like you're not promised the next day, right? And
A
so
hundred
I feel
percent.
like for me, like whenever I have an artist on, I want to make sure like I'm giving my 120% when I have them on, because I know like for me it's like these people make music, they create, they're saying what they need to say, and eventually there's going to come that time when I will be too old to do this shit, and there will be times where Scuff will be turned into like a robot and he'll still be making music. I don't know
Totally.
how, but he's going to be doing it.
Absolutely.
But no, I feel like I think it makes you think about how limited your time is, and you could spend your time being like pissed off, you could spend your time being bitter, you could spend your time doing this, and it just why like why
It's
would you
it's
want to
it
do that?
that's the biggest disease. That's the biggest disease that we have, dude. And we see it all the time because look how much you hear about like mental health and all these things, and you hear about it because look how much time people spend being miserable. And then misery just loves company, and then everyone just brings each other into this little misery circle. And it's like, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say I've never been part of that club because
Sure,
I
yeah,
used to
same.
be, for
Yeah.
sure. You know, I used to be really down and just treat my, you know, get if I was sad, I would just get drunk and be worse to myself. And like, you know, it's just it starts with the inner dialogue of you just being like, dude, you know, get real with yourself first, obviously, and then, you know, try to just affect your circle the best that you can. And then you'll see that circle start to ripple. And next thing you know, I it's very much like Turnstile and Idols and a lot of those
Oh
bands right
yeah.
now that you go to those shows and it's all types of people, all types of all different ages, and everyone there is the nicest people because there's an aura around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
oh yeah.
an overall feeling around it. And I think that that's the, you know, that's kind of what I want to do. I feel like that's all I can do to contribute to the world is, you know, be a good son, friend, uncle, all the things that I can be, and bring people together and try and have a good fucking night, you know, try and have a great show or whatever it may be. That's the shit. That's the good shit, you
You're
know?
right. That's what brings me life, you know. And so I
Yeah.
like if I gotta give a cosign this, like you don't, you already know I'm already giving a major cosign to Scuff because you know we're both on that positive mental attitude. So
Yeah, dude.
we love you. So go check Scuff out. He's the man. I've already said it multiple times, but I'm gonna
My
keep
dog.
saying that shit because it's great. He crushes
My
it.
dog.
Super sick.
Yeah, man. The vibes are immaculate. I appreciate you very much. This is cool, dude.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's nice just and again it's like just sitting down and having these conversations and kind of letting them flow and wherever they go. It's like how often do you know, like how cool is it that we can do this at this point where like you and I don't know each other.
Yeah,
we're just
we
we're
literally
just
hopped in
getting
a
to know
call.
each other right now. You know, it's so crazy. But it's nice. Like that's the good shit, dude. Like we need to be having these conversations with people in our lives, and you know, like sit down with a friend and it's like, how are you? You know, it's
Yeah,
like, really, how are you? Really, how you doing? Most of your friends, if you stare at your friend in the eyes and you go, how are you? And they go, I'm all right. How are you?
and
And
you're
you go,
like, shut
no,
the fuck
really,
up. You
how
know
are
you're
you?
not. You know you're
They
not.
just
I
start
say that shit.
crying.
Yeah, I'll be like, don't lie to me, man. I
Don't
know.
lie
I
to me.
could see it. I could see it in your eyes, man.
You tell me right now.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
the same way.
that's the good stuff, man. You know, that's how you get to the. That's how we all heal and grow, dude. That's the good stuff. And I
Yeah.
think music is like a direct vein to that, you know.
100%, 100%. So my goal, guys, today is text. You know what? In fact, call a friend that you haven't talked to in a bit. That you're like, damn,
Fuck yeah.
I know, haven't talked to my man in a while, or woman, whoever you want. Just text them, give them a call, something. Tell them like, hey, I hope you have a great day today. You know what I mean? So just do that.
Seriously.
That would be amazing. You know, and we're just me and Scuff are just trying to just put positivity on our backs today. So
Hell yeah.
let's fucking go, guys.
Yeah,
But
dude.
the next question I have for you, Scuff, is who were some of the first artists that got you started out in music? Who was like you saw them on TV or like
Mm.
you watched, YouTube videos, whatever have you. Like who were some of the artists that got you introduced into just this type of music in general? And then on a complete sidebar of that, who are kind of your influences currently now?
Um, excuse me. I would say that like the first, it's so weird. The first artist I remember like seeing probably on like MTV or something
Ooh, okay, okay.
was like Alanis Morissette,
What? All right, all right.
uh, probably
That's
the Gorillas.
nice. Okay, cool, cool.
Gorillas, I remember like waking up on the couch to like Clint Eastwood.
Oh, that's a classic.
Or what was it? Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Feel Good Inc.
Yeah. Feel Good Inc. Uh, and I was like, what is this? I thought it was like a cartoon. And then I was like, oh, it's a music video. And I just kind of fell in love with that. Blink 182 for sure. You know, back in the day, it was like you
Oh,
said, just
yeah.
watching their music videos, being like, these dudes are having a blast, dude. You know, like
Yeah,
this just
same where.
looks like so much fun. I want to do that. I want to just run around like idiots with my friends. Probably not running around naked in 2023 like they were.
Yeah,
But
that
that's
probably
just
wouldn't go
pretty.
over too well. I don't think.
Have you ever seen Matt and Kim? Have you ever heard of Matt and
Yes.
Kim?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, what is the video where they're in New York and they just like run around naked? They
Oh,
did that.
I'm gonna look it up
That was
now.
like that was like maybe 10 years ago. Maybe it was probably more than that actually. But yeah, they did the full naked took off all their clothes and just ran through the streets. I respect it.
I think
I
it's
respect it.
lessons learned.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
the song, I think.
Dude, if there's one thing about me, I'm so bad at songs, like song names, movie names, actors. I know nothing when it comes to like
Google's
names
great,
of things.
man. I'll tell you
It's
what.
ridiculous. Oh my God. But yeah, going back to the question, like all those were definitely like just core memories where I was like, damn, like this is awesome. Um, and I definitely liked a lot of Motown and stuff. My dad liked a
Oh,
lot of Motown.
wow. Okay.
So like, yeah, as a kid, that was like, I just felt it, you know, I would
Oh
always
yeah. Oh yeah.
start moving to it. But I the influence question, I really have no idea, dude. I don't even know who I look at anymore because I just I guess my influence as far as would be like Joe Talbot from Idols would probably be
Ooh,
like
nice.
the
Yeah.
one person I just love his message, his energy. Uh, but yeah, other than that, like I don't know. I don't really know who I look at. I listen to so much music, and I just think of it as this thing that I do. So it's like I don't know. I'm terrible at that question.
Oh, no, 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 no. Well, how did you feel about what my three artists that I feel like you kind of like take influence from? Do you think I'm
Sure,
off, or you can be 100% honest? Do you feel like I was close,
totally.
or
No, I'm glad that you asked because I was thinking about it, and then I didn't actually respond at all. But I totally. It's funny because I've always done this like really shaky vibrato voice that's like, and I've always done it way before I even heard. I never even knew who Post Malone was. You know, he wasn't even out back then.
wow?
But
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah.
when I heard Post Malone, I was like, "Whoa, he's doing the
You're like,
thing."
bro, what? He stole my shit.
Yeah, and I was like, "Damn, bro, I fuck with you, man. I fuck with
Okay.
it."
Okay.
But no, I always liked Post. Actually, I like again, you know, I like his vibes, putting out good vibes in the world. I hope I love like being able to support people is nice. Knowing that people are a good person is nice. You know,
Posty seems
um,
like a true gentleman. I'll tell you what.
yeah, he
Posty,
really
come on.
does.
Let's come on the show. Do a collab with Scuff. That's all I'm saying. That's what I want.
For
If
real,
I
for
feel like
real.
that would be that I would feel truly honored if you did that.
Absolutely, dude. I actually said that in the interview like probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Like whenever he dropped White Iverson, it was like a year after that song dropped. He had like Die Young and all those songs, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. They were like, "Who's your dream collab?" And I was like, "I would love to make a song with Post. I think it would be great." Because I just don't know what we would do. You know, I think we could do something crazy. But and then you said 21 Pilots, who I actually played a show with them in Chicago uh,
Wow.
as Skuff Micksun. Probably, dude, it had to be like 8 years ago. Yeah,
Wow.
and it was at
Before
like
your
a
time, man. I'll tell you what.
it
That's why
was
I'm
like a shitty
saying.
little hall.
That's what I was saying, man. I'm
It was
telling
crazy.
you.
Yeah, dude, they were awesome. And I totally like I've gotten that one before. I've
Okay.
gotten both. I've gotten all three of them before.
Really?
So
Okay. I
yeah,
crushed it. I crushed it.
You did. So
Okay.
like, and then Nothing Nowhere, I don't really know much of his stuff. I have to dive into him. I haven't really heard anything, so I don't really have an opinion on it. But definitely understand the other two. And yeah, I never get mad about it. It's more or less if someone's like oh, you sound like this person, and I hate them. I'd be like, oh damn. But if if someone says you sound like this guy and I'm not a fan of him, but you like him, then I'm like, oh, so you like it? Cool.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's like, all
I
right,
like all three, so you checked all the boxes. All the
heck
boxes have
yeah,
been
dude.
checked off, so.
Yeah, I gotta check out Nothing Nowhere. I've heard that quite a few times. So
I was gonna
I
say
gotta keep
more
it.
OG stuff. I would say like his first couple albums, he's more in that emo rap kind of stuff. But I would say even like maybe up to the last album he did felt very like that was kind of again that sort of vibe that I felt like I was getting from you, which is sick. I feel like if you threw all of those artists in a blender and then they like poured it
Oh
out into like a smoothie, that would be Skuff Mixin. That's what
hell
if
yeah!
that's the Skuff Mixin mix. That was a joke. I'm not
I
gonna
see.
don't take that. That's not
I
good. Yeah, that's
see.
not a good. That was not a good joke, guys. That was
I heard people laughing all over the
I
world.
can't. No, there was no laughs. It was complete silence. Maybe I think I heard a boo a little bit, in the back. The
Just
guy
one
way
guy.
out there. Yeah,
You suck.
yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Get
That
off
would
the
that would be
stage.
the appropriate response, honestly. Um, but yeah,
No,
no, I
totally.
I I feel like you kind of take like again that sort of um like emo rap. There's a little bit of like pop elements, and I think you kind of mesh it in a way that feels conventional on the surface, but I feel like if you really get into the music, then that's when you really get like the meat and bones of it. And so I gotta give you a lot of credit for it because production wise, I don't know who's doing the producing. If it's you, you're
Totally.
crushing it. But yeah,
No,
it sounds
it's not. Yeah.
fantastic.
It's not all me production for sure. It's so like I record everything in this room that I'm sitting in, and then my bassist right now, he's an awesome musician in general. He plays everything very well, but he's predominantly an incredible guitarist.
Very
Right
sick.
now, he plays bass for us live, and he does a lot of he does all of my masters. To be 100% honest, I don't really let anybody touch my masters because I'm just so like this is the only thing can control. It's
That's
like my
fair.
music. I like letting the world around me I don't like controlling everything. I just like controlling my art. That's the
That's
one
fair.
thing.
You should.
So like, and it's my baby. It's
Oh
like you
yeah.
wouldn't
Oh
let
yeah.
anyone babysit your child. You're definitely going to make sure that you trust someone if they babysit your baby. So
I feel
that's my
that.
baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I trust him with my sound. I know that he knows what I want to do, and we together have learned so much in the past like 3 years. Um, I have stuff on SoundCloud from 12 years ago that you can hear, and it definitely sounds wildly different. So it's like in the past 6 years, we've really honed in on like how can we make things sound the way that we actually fucking hear it in our
Sure. Sure.
head,
Sure.
which is way cooler than it always sounds. It's like
Yeah. That's true.
you listen to your new record. We actually the most heart crushing thing that ever. Oh my god! I had a band in Chicago, one of my favorite bands, Fox the Cat, and we ditched an entire record. And it just like didn't feel right and shit. And like, oh god, it was just crazy. And
Oh my god.
yeah, dude. But I don't know where else I was going with it,
That
but
hurts. That
yeah,
hurts.
it was
Yeah,
it was pretty
that's.
rough.
I don't think you can really continue. I don't even feel like you could have continued on with that. I would just my soul would be absolutely crushed. It is crushed
We
now, but I feel
we
like
did it.
it'd be like this cannon. Just
Yeah.
absolutely crushed up.
And
But
it really just had everything to do with us not knowing how to get the sound. That's where I was going with it. I forgot where I was going with it because I got so hard
I
up
steered you
again.
back. I steered you
I had
back.
PTSD. Thank you. I had PTSD from losing our
That's
whole
fair.
album. I was going
Yeah,
down
yeah, yeah. That is a
memory lane.
well-deserved moment there, you know. So we had a moment of silence for you.
Yeah, yes. Get my act together right now. But yeah, and it's just really cool to like grow with him and us together, learning, becoming a team, and really like.
Hmm.
I've gotten a lot of masters done. We're both more than willing to get other masters. It's just we've never gone with that other master. We've always gone with his. I've always gone with his. And even when, a lot of times we'll not label them, so I don't even know. So I have no bias. And I'll just go, oh, without a doubt, that one sounds cooler.
And then he's like, "It's mine."
And he's
Sick.
like, that's mine. And yeah, he's always like, that's mine. And I'm like, yeah, fucking course it is, dude. Because, we kind of built it from the ground up. So it's kind of a thing.
I feel
And
that. I feel
I
that.
love that. So as much as it's not like a band, it is in my eyes because I'm making this stuff and carrying it out live with some of my best friends. My other guitarist is one of my best friends.
Oh,
Has been
awesome.
in 3-4 bands with me. We've just played music since we were 15 together. Um, so yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm
It's
really happy with it.
it's sentimental, and so I love
Yeah,
that. That's some of the. I'd argue that is some of the best music made is when you make it with your homies. So who
100%.
I wouldn't know. I
It
don't
goes
have
back to
homies,
that
but
aura.
I'm just kidding. I just live in this room. This is my. I
Yeah,
never leave.
exactly. What's
Um,
it like out there?
yeah. I don't know what the outside's like. No, I love that. Big kudos to your bass player, crushing it.
Yeah,
Like I said,
dude.
all of these songs sounded so. Like I said, I know I keep beating a dead horse, but honestly, it's like it was. I was so floored because like the musicality of it is just so on point, and it's like something that I get a good like I get a feeling in my chest sometimes when I'm like I know bands like doing this good shit, and I felt that in my
Dude,
chest.
yeah.
So I was
Oh,
like,
that's amazing.
so I
That's
was
the
like,
highest compliment for real.
so not to I had said that certain bands have been signed to XYZ label before, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I have called it, so feel like you could
Sure.
trust my recommendation. So guys, don't
Yes.
if Scuff Micksun blows up, I want to tell you I told you so, but may have told you so. So
Hell yeah, dude. No, I mean, yeah, the goal really, I just would love to like see more of the world and
let's
play
go.
this shit live, dude. That's the whole goal. However much else happens is just bonus,
It's
it's
just a
all
cherry
really
on
bonus.
top.
Yeah, this is just a fun fucking ride, dude. Again, we wouldn't be talking without music. I
That's
wouldn't know
fact.
Brand. I wouldn't know other Brandon without music.
Arguably
American
the better
Standard
Brandon, to
Brandon.
be fair. He's the one who
Man,
brought us together, so I feel like I gotta pay him the compliment at least.
yeah. I mean, I guess if it was like us three, I would have to take his side, and then we would just have to kick your ass, which would be
What?
horrible, dude.
You had to
I
kick
don't
my
want to do it.
ass? That's
I don't want
terrible.
to do it. I don't want to do it. It's the other Brandon, dude.
I'm just gonna this. I'm starting.
He's,
This is a beef now. Apparently,
he's
I didn't even
jealous,
think this was
dude.
gonna happen. That's kind of scary. I invite
He's
this
like,
guy on to
dude.
my show, and he's already wants to kick my ass. This is terrible. What have I done? I haven't done shit. Man, this sucks.
Don't worry. I'm pretty small. I can't really kick your ass. I'm just kidding.
I think Brandon could though. I feel like
Brandon,
he's
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like Brandon could definitely. He's got that hardcore fist to him. That.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. Yeah. Also, the fact that I'm a pacifist and I wouldn't want to fight him. I like if somebody was like, "Oh, if you have the same name with someone else, you have to fight them." You know how many fucking Brandons there are out there? There's no way I would
Oh,
survive.
dude. I never even like hardcore. I didn't cry. I never did any of that, dude. Like, That shit always scared the hell out of me. Never liked that vibe. Like, I like, pushing around and getting rough in a pit, but like all that shit always scared me, dude.
Yeah. Oh
Every
yeah.
fight I've ever gotten in was like always in defense, of course. I've never like just started a fight.
Yeah.
That would be
Same.
insane at my stature and for how much I work out. But like, yeah, dude,
It's never worth
not
it.
the vibes.
It's never
Every
worth
fight
it.
I ever got in, I was crying of like adrenaline, just like, oh, why are we fighting?
I'll
Can we
make
just
sure to
get along?
protect Scuff with my 2 fists.
I mean, I will
I
slap
got you,
I'll
Scuff.
slap the shit out of like a racist or something, but that's
Hey,
about
let's go.
never,
I'll
never,
protect
not in
Scuff.
my house, baby. But that's it. Everyone
I'm gonna
else,
protect
daps and
Scuff,
hugs.
guys. I'm protecting Scuff. He's my
We got
guy.
each other's back.
I got him. Yeah, I got him. Let's go. Unless you're like a lot bigger than me and are on steroids,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be running away from that shit. But
Good luck, bud.
otherwise, yeah, I got you. Uh, the next question I have for you, Scuff, is what are you currently listening to? What have you been jamming recently?
What have I been jamming recently? That's a great question.
Oh, thank you.
What would I put on right now if I just were to go to the computer?
Yeah, what would you put on?
This artist Ging, Ging, is
Ging.
probably
Okay.
like, oh my god, dude. If you need a good listen, he's got probably about 9 or 10 songs out now.
Oh, okay.
He just came out with an EP, which was amazing. It's just good. It's raw, and it's kind of everything we've been talking about. I guess if we were talking about influences, he would be an influence right now. Also, I got to give
okay.
shout outs.
Shout outs to Ging.
Yeah, absolutely, Ging. Yeah, check him out, dude. Ging, I would say I've been listening to a lot of Yeah Yeah Yeahs again.
Oh, nice.
Dude,
okay.
Their new album, if you have not checked it out, is so good.
I have not. I'll have to add it
It
to the
is
list.
like, you know how like a lot of those bands are like kind of coming back around from like the earlier scene days. Like a lot of those bands kind of are coming back. They are one that came back with fucking vengeance. They also never left. I feel like they've just always been solid.
They've just kind of been like, they kind of just have been hitting the plateau,
Oh my god, it's such a great album. You got to check it out. Yeah, Yeahs. Who else have I been checking out lately? Let me just pull up my here. Let me just look here. There's another. Oh, I've actually been going back to the Shaky Graves live sessions. Are always amazing.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Always so good. Idols, like I'd mentioned, always listening to Idols. Chat Pile. If you haven't heard of Chat Pile, they're super heavy.
Ooh.
But they're like exactly what we were talking about. They just do good shit, man. They're just like super heavy. Their newest album, God's Country, is just about how like kind of all the worst parts of a country. It's very metal.
I love that.
It's like this country is fucked, and it's really scary and dark, and it's incredible, man. I absolutely love it. But they are awesome. They're always just doing good. Trying to put out good, donate. They're always doing cool shit.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
Really, really like them. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I've been jamming lately. I've been jamming that Yeah Yeah Yeahs album for like a month straight, to be honest.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, highly recommend to anyone out there who knows or does not know them. You will not be disappointed, probably. It's great.
There we go. Well, I also love, I hope that the band you shouted out, I hope they use your promo as like their promo. It's just like, they just scream about shit and then you're scared. Like I would just love for them to just use that as like their promo bit for their album.
Oh yeah, me too. They're fucking scary. I love it. It was like the first time I heard. So I think it was just like Spotify, I was just listening, you know, how it just kind of takes you through.
The
And
algorithm, yeah.
yeah, I'm going through the algorithm, surfing the waves, you know, cleaning the house. And I heard this song, and I kid you not, this hasn't happened to me in a while. I heard it and I came in here and I was listening to it just on the speakers, and I was like, holy shit, this is wild. I was like, this is like one of the heaviest things I've heard in a while. And not only heavy, but like it was like fucking punk rock somehow. Like the vocals were just, I put on the headphones and I listened to the entire album. Like stopped what I was doing and just literally from front to back listened to the whole
Ooh.
album. And I was like, I have not done that, and I can't even tell you, a couple years probably. Stopped me dead in my tracks. I was like, wow, this is new and exciting.
That's impressive. I feel like
Yeah,
if a band can stop you
Chat
mid
Pile, God's
moment,
country.
there you
Yeah,
go. Love it.
good shit.
That's the big. I think that's the biggest compliment you can give a band is if it can be like, all right, I need to. What song is that? I need to know what song it is, and then you just go and
Totally,
listen to the entire thing. Big compliments.
totally.
But the
Yeah.
next question I have for you, Scuff, is if you were to pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Oh my God. So that is the craziest thing that you asked that.
I
Uh,
feel like every time I do, I don't know if it's like for a bit, but it's never not a bit. But I feel like every time I ask that question, you're just like, well, so we may be working on a cover song here, you know? And it's just ironic. It's just ironic. I know I'm just playing into the bit a little bit, but I know it wasn't
totally.
unintentional. I did not give Scuff the lowdown on the questions. He is just going through the journey along with me here. So
No,
this
totally.
was just happenstance, but I love it.
Dude, yeah, that's insane. So I have never done covers ever. Like
What?
I've
Wow,
never
that's
done them.
awesome.
I've always just been like, oh no, I'm not
Original
gonna do.
music, man. That's it.
Yeah, like it wasn't even like I was trying to be a dick about it. It was just like, yeah, I don't know. I focus on just writing my shit,
Fair,
and
fair, fair.
I
Yeah.
think that artist did it great. And like, but there's a couple songs that in my life I've been like, man, if I'm gonna cover something, this is gonna be the one. And the only reason I can't tell you is because I just recorded it last night, and it's like it's done. Like I have them. I'm looking at the mix right here,
Oh
and
man.
it's so funny because
Oh,
it's just such a rare thing. But I did do one cover, um, and it bad taste in my mouth because the whole thing kind of went sour. So I was just
oh.
like, I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna do covers anymore. But this is like a childhood song that I was just like, man, I will give a hint that I did say the name of the artist in this podcast at some point. But
Oh.
I don't want to give it away because it is a surprise.
Okay. Well, I also don't want to ruin the surprise either. So I think I have a feeling, but I don't want to guess it just in case the off chance that I'm right, and then that just deflates
You can
everything. So
guess it after, guess it
we will
off.
guess it. I'll guess it after the camera's off. But
Yeah.
guys, listen, this is the time you go down to the comment section. You let us know your best guess. Would love to know what song do you think it is because it would be. I would be curious to know. And if it's right, I don't know if Scuff will call it out and say that that's the right song. But you know, hey. You participated, so
But
that's
you'll
that's
know
great.
that you were right.
But
Yeah.
you would know if you were right because then you'd come back and he would release the cover song and then you can type in the comments, I told you so, and then my name will also be there too, probably. I don't know. I'm gonna pull I feel like I have an idea, but I could be very wrong. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. The next question I have for you, Scuff, is another fun one. What is your favorite food to eat? What's your go-to?
Favorite food. Man, I love like honestly, I know this is kind of lame, but like in the summer, I have this little garden,
Oh,
and I just go out there and I just get everything except for like chicken is a big. I do like chicken a lot. So
Okay,
like
okay.
chicken salad, but I love in the summer when I have my tiny little garden. I get all the ingredients that I can
This is cute.
from the garden, and I fucking make a like super good looking fresh salad. And yeah, and then I usually, do some chicken in there. I put a lot of stuff in the salad. Just like a big, colorful ass salad. That's my shit.
Like
Uh,
what are these colorful ingredients though? I need to know. What would be the
oh yeah.
ultimate Skuff
All right.
Mixin like salad? You know,
All
if
right.
we're talking about like prime opportunity, the ingredients outside, primo ingredients from the Skuff Garden. What are we talking about?
Yeah, dude. All right. Now we're fucking talking.
We're going hard.
Um,
Listen, this question we don't hold back.
all right. We're doing the tiny cherry tomatoes. I can tell
Ooh,
you what we're not doing. We're not doing the fat tomatoes. If we have
amen,
to,
brother.
we'll do it. But
No, 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 no. You said it right. You said it right.
all right,
Everyone else is
good.
incorrect. You got
Back
it.
me up.
You got
Never
it.
mind.
Yeah.
Actually, if we ever got into a fight, it'd be you and me versus Brandon, just because you got my back on that.
I got you. Yeah, exactly. See, there we go. I'm
We're
glad you're
switching
flipping the
teams.
script out. Yeah, actually both Brandons are on the same team and we're fighting Scuff. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, next time it's just Brandon's versus me. I'm like, I should have known.
Well, I mean, we are
All right, so
Brandons, so
colorful ingredients would definitely be okay. So we got cherry tomatoes, we
Oof.
got black olives,
Ooh.
uh we got banana peppers,
Ooh.
we got bell peppers, which you can
Ooh.
get, all different
All different
colors.
colors. You're right.
Jalapenos.
Oh, okay.
So
A little
those you got
spice.
like
A
a
little
darker
spice. All
green.
right. All
So you
right.
could go yellow bell peppers, green jalapenos.
Ooh.
Um,
Wow.
then we're doing sunflower seeds. Now we got a little
Sunflower
fucking
seeds.
earthy,
Oh, okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, dude.
Flex. All right.
What else do we got that's colorful? And then of course the dressing. The dressing's
Yeah,
colorful.
what's the
Um,
dressing, bud? This is serious. This is some serious shit right here. I love it. Taking
dude,
this
the
question
dressing is
seriously.
tough. The dressing is tough because that's everything, right? I mean, uh, it's either got to be like apples in a salad. That's good too.
You're right. You're right.
Uh, the
That's
more like,
underrated. Underrated.
yeah, I
Underrated. Yeah.
agree. Raisins also.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I do fuck with the
Or
raisins
like
in the
some
salad.
some
Cranberries,
craisins.
yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Craisins.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm picking on what you're putting down.
Honestly, dude, I like so many dressings. I feel like it's so gross, but probably like a Thousand Island if I'm feeling just nasty. If I'm
Ooh.
feeling like I just want to go crazy
All
and just
right, all right.
enjoy my life, I'll do a little Thousand Island, yeah. But
Interesting. All right.
ranch, Caesar, Italian,
I
it's
was
all
gonna
so
say
fucking good.
I put some Italian on that bitch. Oof.
Oh, dude.
That'd be tight.
I'm about to go raid the fridge and see what I got after this. I'm about to.
Listen,
I'm
when can
gonna
I come
send you
over,
a
Scuff?
snap.
That's the question. When
Yeah,
are we? I feel like the next time we meet up in person, we're just gonna have to create a dank salad.
dude, absolutely.
Let's go. Cooking
The
with
fucking
Scuff.
yeah,
Cooking with Scuff. Let's go.
absolutely.
Next time. Next
That's,
time.
that's about all I can cook. I got a couple meals under my belt in the quarantine time. I was like, all right, now's a good time to learn how to cook a couple things. So, I'm a little bit more adult man than I was. I can at least cook a couple meals. I'm doing
I'll
okay. But
help you
yeah, dude,
out. I'll help you out. Your boy chefs it
send me
up
the
a little bit,
recipes.
so I got you.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't do the recipes. I just go in blind. I'm just like I open up my refrigerator and I'm like,
Uh,
what the fuck do I got in the refrigerator still?
you just
Uh,
know,
And I
yeah.
just know,
You just
yeah.
make it work.
I just make it work, yeah. I kind of treat it like the food. I don't know if you've ever watched the Food Network shows Chopped, but I just go into it like Chopped, where they give you
I
like a
haven't seen
basket.
that one.
Yo, that's the shit, man. I'll tell you what's good. I love that show so much. That's how
Damn,
I got
yeah.
my skills as like a halfway decent like amateur chef, I'd say. Just
Oh,
watching a
for
lot of
real?
Food
Like,
Network. I watched, yeah. I'll go on a side tangent for Scuff because he's my guy, so I feel like I gotta do it. But shout
please.
shout outs to Mama Z, my mom. I love her.
Yes.
She still is a nurse, but she doesn't do it anymore. But she's still holds her license to be a nurse. But she had to work, and she works like, if you're a nurse, you work incredibly like long and strange hours. So I was like, oh well, my dad's not very good at cooking. No offense, Dad, love you too. My sister is like a slightly better cook. Shout out to my sister. But I, for some reason, was like, I should learn how to cook. So I just watched like a ton of Food Network videos, and I just like was really shitty for like the first year. My parents, my sister, anyone can tell you I sucked ass. Like it was terrible, terrible. Then as the years came on, I started getting better and better. And then once I moved out, I was just like, my dad always tells me, he's like, so he's like, when are you coming down to come visit me so we can have like a real meal? And I can hear my mom in the background be like, you don't like my cooking? And just like, so it's great. So that's how I learned how to cook, was because of my mom. So I wanted
Hell
to
yeah.
help her out. So because I
Shout
know
out,
she,
mom.
if she works those big hours, like she doesn't want to come home and cook. So then I took it up. I took the responsibility of learning how to cook, and now I can say that I'm a pretty decently, decently all right cook. Any of the bands that have stayed in
You
my
can
house can
navigate it.
confirm. Yeah, I can navigate it. You can,
Yeah,
any band
I
that
respect it.
watches my stuff, comment below. Let me know how well I did. I
I,
always ask them, and they're like, "Yo, this dude knows how to chef it up." So I don't want to feel like I'm saying it, but if somebody else says it, then I can confirm if that's true or not.
I'm gonna check back in the comments to make sure you're a decent chef. No,
Okay.
no,
I'll
I
just come to
totally.
you, Scuff. I'll cook
I
you a
do.
meal. I'll cook
I
you a
have a
meal.
mad respect for like. I mean, like I just have a whole new. I don't know. I guess I just had a shitty palate.
It's
Growing
all
up, I
right.
just
At
had a
least you're
shitty
getting it now.
palate. And
You're getting a better one. That's
yeah,
important.
yeah. I'm starting to be a little more adventurous and like
All
I
right.
just have a newfound love for food. My dad always used to say, he would say like, what was it? I eat to live. I don't live to eat. And I always felt the same way. I would literally like, especially when I make music, I'll just forget to eat. Like if I get caught in a song, I'll go
You'll just go hard.
28 hours in
Ooh.
the studio and I just won't eat. I'll drink a ton of water and like, I just am in it. But lately, I've been trying to get off tobacco, so I've been smoking way less, which has caused me to have a lot more appetite. So I've been like having this newfound love for like, man, I really want something tasty. Whereas before I would just be like, I just want to eat real quick and not be
Get it
hungry.
over
I don't
with.
care
Yeah.
what. Yeah, I just want to get it over with. And I don't know. I think that's kind of a shame that I lived that way for so long. And now I'm just glad that I'm starting to, yeah, fucking like
You turned
food.
a new leaf, and we love that. So, Scuff, if you ever come out to my neck of the woods, I will cook you. I'll cook you a meal. I swear,
I'd be,
Scout's honor, Scout's honor. I will cook you a meal.
I will be honored to eat that meal. I'm
Oh,
so
thank you.
excited.
There you go.
Hopefully we can get on the road and make it happen.
Let's
That'd be
go.
sweet.
Well, I'll cook. It'll be It'll be episode 1 and probably the only episode unless Scuzz comes back. Then it'll be episode 2, and who knows when that will happen. So we'll just say it's the inaugural last episode. So it'll be great.
Absolutely.
But the next question I have for you, Scuff,
Damn it.
I did kind of answer, or you kind of asked that question earlier on, and I felt like we might as well revisit the question here. But I wanted to know, if you could pick somebody to collaborate with now, who would you love to work with, in terms of, collaborative effort here?
Um, man, I guess so many people. I can't even. It's like when someone asks you a question and you go, "Wow, so many things," and I can't think of one. Uh,
That's called the interview curse. That's what I
yeah,
call it.
it's crazy, and it's
And then you're gonna
it's
remember it as soon as as soon as I hit done recording, you're gonna remember
uh,
everything. I don't know how
I
I
know.
do it. I feel like I have like, some sentient powers or something.
Uh, I want to make I want to make a song with shit. A lot of people. Danny Brown.
Oh, Danny Brown. All right. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can rock with that.
Danny Brown. That's who I'm gonna say because I think Danny Brown would just be cool. I think it'd be fun. I think it would be real. I don't think it would be. I just think it would be a good time. That's really all I care about.
Danny Brown
Like,
seems like a vibe, so I agree.
yeah, Yeah, and I feel like I'm really hoping. I always hope the best for him. Yeah, he's a dope dude. But yeah, a lot of people, dude. I mean, instrumentalists, even just like musicians that are not even known, honestly. Like just people that I would love to do like something with a string section,
Ooh,
like stuff
okay.
like that, where it's like if I could get somebody from Cleveland to do, like a Cleveland string orchestra section, whether it be, I don't know. I just want to like kind of go where the pure music is at, wherever people really just want to make music and yeah, I'm kind of down to collab with whoever, but it kind of always seems to fall through. So I just keep doing my own thing. But yeah, if Danny Brown ever wanted to hit me up, that would be amazing. Or I could hit him up, I guess, and shoot my shot.
Well, listen,
See
this
what
is I'm gonna do all the dirty legwork for you here, Scuff. So what I want you to do is, if Scuff's on Twitter, and if he isn't, he's probably on Instagram. So what I want you to do is, I want you to tag Skuff Micksun, and I also want you to tag Danny Brown, and I also want you to type out the word collab question mark. And while I'm not a legal scholar, did not go to legal school, I do believe in this one truth, that if it is on the internet, there's probably a pretty good chance it's real. So listen, want to make a dream a reality? What you do is, you retweet it, you share it, and just
hmm
it's just the little things, So like if you did that, I would be thrilled. I feel like Scuff would be thrilled. So like, do you want to let us both down? I feel like we wouldn't want to
You
let
don't
you
want to do
down,
that.
so you wouldn't want to
Why
do
would you
that.
want to let us both
Yeah,
down?
that's really upsetting. So I feel like, if you want to like kind of lighten the mood, make it fun, make it inviting, then you make sure to share it and retweet it, whatever you're feeling. One of those two
Yeah,
things.
or anyone that you think I should collab with. I
Yeah.
think that's the beauty of music is like if I don't collab very often, and it's not that I don't want to. Again, it's just the vibe has to be right. It can't, I've done collabs that will never come out because it was just not right, and it, I'm super down. I fucking love making music with other people. So, yeah, anyone that people think that you should collab with, like, say it because you never know. It might spark the actual thing, you know? Especially in today's world with
Oh yeah.
TikTok and everything.
I was
You
gonna
tag
say,
two
yeah.
artists and you say enough people say, hey, this would be awesome. And next thing you know, it's like, oh, hit me up, dude. Let's see what we can do. And boom. So yeah,
There we go.
people make it happen.
Well, listen, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tag Danny Brown in this right now because, I'm a man of the people here. So I'm doing it right now. As we are live right now, I
Yes.
am I am tweeting this out. So this is a live tweet, guys. This is for real.
I love this. Thank you.
Here we go. We did it. Tweeted. Done.
What if he was
Boom.
just like, man,
Honestly,
fuck
if it
it.
pops off, I'll be so he's so fucking stoked.
He was just like, man, this dude, all right. Fuck it.
Yo, who's this guy? I don't know this guy. Look, guys, see, look, I don't know if you can see it because my screen's all fucked up, but I did do it. So it's not actually
I
fucked up.
totally, I totally trust you.
It's my phone's fucked. Listen, Scuff can let me know because I tagged him in the tweet, so I feel like he would know. So if he's gonna call me out, he could do it right now.
No, totally. I'll check. I will. I'll make sure.
The next question I have for you, Scuff, is my personal favorite. I'm a huge nerd, so I love asking this question. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Earthworm Jim. He's such yeah.
What?
Yeah,
That is
dude.
so sick.
100%.
I
That's
love
my
that.
favorite superhero. Fuck Superman. Fuck all these dudes. Fuck all these other superheroes. What do they do? What do they do? They show up. What's the Hulk do? He ruins a bunch of stuff. Humongous damage bills everywhere he goes. Everyone, they all wreck shit. All the superheroes, they land really hard, ruin the streets, more potholes. That's probably fucking what's going on over here in Cleveland. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Earthworm Jim, that's my guy. He's the real deal, dude. He's on the ground level with it.
I love that. That's a fantastic answer. Guys,
Uh,
if you haven't checked out Earthward Gym, you need to go do that. That's also on the list of things that you need to do. The to-do list, after this interview's
Absolutely.
over with.
Highly recommend, dude. And I'm such a nerd too. I love that you even know Earthworm Jim because
Oh, goaded.
a lot of people don't, man. A lot of
Goated,
people
man.
don't even know him.
Listen,
It
I'm
must be
old
a
as
deep
shit. I just turned 30 this year, so I know all the classic shit.
Oh, dude.
I'm getting to that age, man. I'm telling you. I had this band on. Shout outs to Rue. They're great. Love them. If you like a duo punk band, oh, they're crushing it right now. But man, did they make me feel old as fuck though. I'll tell you what. They're like in their they're in their like late teens, and I literally just turned 30 when I had interviewed them. I'd never felt older in my entire life at that point. And I feel like it's only going to get worse as I continue to do this because I'm going to get older. So, guys,
No,
thanks for making me feel old. It's great.
you can't
I'm young
feel
at
old
heart, though.
because yeah. I mean, that's it though. You have to feel younger today. Well, you're gonna feel younger today than you're ever gonna feel, really. So you know, you might as well live that shit up and feel young today. Because here's my theory: if we start saying that, like, oh, we're getting old, we might get old faster because
That's you.
we're telling our brain
You're
that we're
right.
old. So it's like, it's like, I guess it's all about like using another word. Like I've seen people use the word, "we're growing." I just use level. You're at level
Yes,
30.
we are. I'm at level 30. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
because level 30 is like that's pretty fucking
Yeah.
dope, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's you got pretty far.
I'm at like
You
Gym
know,
4 in like the Pokemon games,
yeah.
You can use
You
me
look
in
at his
battle
level.
after the
Yeah,
fourth gym.
yeah, dude.
Oh,
Well, who would you be?
I gotta keep with the tried and true answer, which is my personal favorite game of all time. I love Pokemon Silver and Gold,
Sick,
so I gotta be the Pokemon trainer for Gold and Silver. Ironically
sick.
enough, his name is Brendan, so not too far off from my name. Not that
Nice.
wasn't I didn't choose that because of that. It just was ironic that it happened to be that way. But yeah, I
Totally.
I would say that maybe honorable mention. Um, Hmm, that's tough too. I'd probably say like Link. That'd be really tight. I mean, come on,
Link,
that dude's
yeah,
got a fucking sword and a shield. I mean, come on, that's kind of
yeah.
tight.
Link is tight. I was thinking Sonic for a second when, like after, because I already know Earthworm Jim is my answer.
Number
Like
one, yeah,
number
goaded,
one.
yeah, goaded,
But I
yeah.
was like, man, I think Sonic would be kind of dope too. Like, but Sonic, not the movie version.
you mean you mean like this Sonic, the OG, like the Super
Yeah,
Sonic?
yeah,
I
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
I got you.
Sonic,
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
no
A man
doubt,
of culture. I got it. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen the actual Sonic movie, great movie. I love those
dude.
movies. They're fucking
Yeah, yeah.
fantastic.
Also, I thought Jim Carrey was really good
Yes, he was
in that.
fantastic. Yeah,
I
he's
thought it was really goofy. I was like, damn. I was pleasantly surprised as
he
well. I
crushed
thought it
it.
was
He crushed it.
really
I
decent.
only wish that he was a little bit more like the Eggman you see where he's like tubby. I thought for sure they were gonna pick Danny DeVito. He would have been sick
Sure.
as the like tubby no offense to Danny DeVito, but he is a little short and stocky. So I mean, come on,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, we know.
And
It's
he's
all
from New
good.
Jersey. I'm from New Jersey.
He's fucking
Hey,
beautiful.
so yeah, we love Danny here. Danny
He's a
DeVito's.
national
He
treasure.
is. He's New
You know?
Jersey's national treasure. So salutes to Danny DeVito. Um,
There's beautiful people of all body types, and Danny DeVito is my
goaded.
favorite of that kind.
I love that.
He's my MVP, shorter, tubbier guy. Absolutely.
Love that. All right, Scuff. The next question I have for you, if you were to compile a dream tour lineup, including yourself, who would be on this tour?
Okay. Ha ha ha.
It would be four person, four group bill,
Okay.
including yourself. So it'd make 5. I don't know if that makes
I'm
it any
gonna
easier.
say,
Just
hold on, because I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look here real quick, just for reference, because
I love it. I love it. I love it.
this is my like my one. Excuse me, my one playlist is like these are the essentials. So I just want to make sure I don't miss anything.
You
All
got
right,
it.
I'm gonna say Ging for sure. We're gonna go with Ging,
Love it.
Ging. We're gonna do uh Paris, Texas.
Ooh.
We're gonna do. This would be a weird tour. Uh, we're gonna do Matt Costa, and we're
Ooh.
gonna do Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
I love that. Yeah, I knew the Matt Costa and the Rainbow Kitten Surprise. I know those two bands. So yeah, I like that.
Uh,
That sounds tight.
yeah, I think it would be a vibe all over the place, but a vibe. And I love all those bands, so it's like that
Guys, you can.
was, I will say, that's a cover I thought about doing, was Matt Costa Sunshine, because it's just a great
Oh,
song.
yeah, that would have been
It's a
sick.
happy. Yeah, I'm gonna learn it myself and cover it myself in my bedroom, but I might put a video out of it or something.
There you
But
go.
but yeah, I love Matt Costa. His stuff's awesome. And then just a honorable mention, we'll go Kings of Leon. I think that would be amazing. I would love to open for Kings of Leon. I think that would be cool. I thought that their first two albums were their first albums absolutely incredible. Or actually, so many of their things are incredible. But because of the times, 2007, their 2007 album, that whole album is just like, it's just really good, man. And I love that band. So honorable mention. But yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, guys, listen, I appreciate Scuff for coming on here and, giving the early exclusive access to that world tour that he's announcing with all of those 6
Absolutely.
bands he just announced. That's
It's almost official.
insane. I don't even know why he would do that, but I appreciate that he would go that distance and come on here to let us know that he's going on the world tour. That's kind of wild. So
That's just for you. That was just for you. It's because I felt bad that I said I'd kick your ass earlier. So I was trying to make up for it. Also, I was joking, but still felt bad. So
It's okay. I appreciate you giving me the exclusive lowdown on that. So, guys, listen, I want to let you know you'll unlock this secret link if you give a follow and a like to all of Scuff's stuff. Then that new link will be DM'd to you directly from Skuff Micksun, and then you can go pre-order, the new tour that he just announced. So.
Absolutely.
But you have to make sure you subscribe and like to all of those things that are in the description first before you ask. I know there's gonna be some people that don't follow the rules, and that's just not good. We're a bunch of we love giving some rules out, so you got to do it, and then you'll get access to that secret link. So I feel like you got to do it. You got to do it.
I love it. I love it. Hopefully one day.
Somebody
one day I can be so cool to have a secret link.
Hey,
that would be amazing.
That's today. Today is the day. So there we go. We love it. So next question I have for you, Scuff, is what would be your favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Oh, favorite TV show is by far, and you're probably not gonna expect this one, but The Twilight Zone.
Oh, okay. I could see that actually. That one's not as wild.
I love it. I've actually written some songs like about episodes from The Twilight Zone and stuff. Like, that show is just so inspiring to me. I love how every episode, because it's Black Mirror before Black Mirror.
Yes, it will. Yeah.
If you guys, like, anyone listening, if you like Black Mirror, or like any of those really like weird, what do you call that? Is it like,
I don't even know.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's The Twilight Zone, man.
Exactly. Name. It's the perfect name. Yeah.
it's just weird shit, and every episode is different. You can watch it in any order. There's no storyline, different story every episode, and it's just, sci-fi and then murder mystery, and then like it's all different stuff. But I love how diverse that show was and how fun the episodes were. It was like you never knew what you were gonna get. And I actually didn't really watch the new one from was it Key and Peele? The
Oh,
guys
Jordan
that did
Peele. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jordan Peele did the new Twilight Zone, I believe. He did one season of it.
Okay.
I didn't check that out, but I'm excited to check it out. But dude, that show is just like for anyone who likes that type of stuff, you got to watch it, because I've watched it probably the entirety of that show, no joke, like 6 times.
Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like my bedtime show for years, dude.
I love that.
I was living in Chicago, and there's just like so many gunshots. So I would literally just
turn that shit on.
I would turn it up so loud, and I would just watch Twilight Zone every night before bed. So I did that for like literally probably 2.5, 3 years. So in that time, I watched all the, there's fucking 9 seasons or something, dude.
Oh my God.
It was like, I don't even remember. There's like 112 episodes or something.
I don't know how you could watch a show like that and go to bed. Like, I just feel like I would just be, I feel like I would be staying up just for having an existential crisis, I can't do it.
I think there was a big reason why I woke up fucked up a lot. Like when I was watching, again, it's like all in how we treat ourselves. Watching horror, right? Like horror movies and thrillers and all that, like right before bed.
That's probably not great.
Some people can do it.
I don't know how. You're like a psychopath.
Not good for me. Yeah. It doesn't, like, anytime if I watch something like that before bed, and I'm like, I remember I watched that Midsummer movie.
Oh, I'd be
done. Like, not ready for how fucked up it was going to be. And after I watched that, I literally, like, I forget exactly what I watched. It was like something by like Pixar, dude. I watched like Finding Nemo after that.
I feel like you got to cleanse yourself of it. So
I did, dude. I was like, I can't fucking go to bed on that, dude. You know the kind of dreams I'm gonna. Oh,
you'd be
God,
done.
Dude.
Yeah. Your mental state would be in the toilet, 100%. There's no way. I love that.
And then favorite movies would be. Oh man, I don't know if I could pick just one, but
what would be, however many you have, just what would your like top 3?
Yeah, I've actually grown to like. God, I had the movie Good Time is really amazing.
Ooh, okay.
I cannot. This is crazy. It's like one of my favorite. Well, Idiocracy.
Yes, that's a great movie.
One of my favorites. Terrifyingly true movie.
It's terrifyingly accurate. Yeah.
It's terrifyingly accurate. It's
no. Yeah.
Did you ever see, sidebar real quick? Did you ever see Evolution?
I did not. No, but it's from the same people who made Idiocracy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have to watch it now.
It's really good, dude.
Okay.
It's like a whole aliens come to Earth, and like
that already sounds like, great. Really, I love it.
Oh, it's amazing, dude. It's stupid.
Oh, that's great.
It's great. Actually, I could say that movie too, but I would go Idiocracy. What did I say? Idiocracy, and one more. There's one more I want to say, and I can't think of the name, and it's pissing me off.
What's the premise of the movie? Maybe I can guess it.
It's like, so it's weird. It's like this older dude works at an office. He gets really fed up with everything and decides to go on a killing spree. And then like this younger teenage girl also decides to like go on a killing spree, and they become like best friends. And not like best friends. They just become this like weird fucking killer duo. And it's like, oh my God, it's called like America the Beautiful or something. So annoying.
I'm trying to see if I can find it. God Bless America?
God Bless America. Dude. And I'm so pissed I couldn't remember the title of it.
That's all right.
And
I got you.
I never remember the title of it because I don't know. It just like it's one of those titles that's disconnected from me from
Fair
the
enough.
movie.
Yeah.
The movie is such an odd feeling because it's like the relationship is already just like very strange. You're like, how do these two get to be like
Mass
in this
murders.
hotel room, like killing together and all this shit, you know? But it's also got this really overlying kind of like sad point of like America. It's kind of like Idiocracy in the
Yeah, yeah,
sense
yeah.
of like, but it's very not goofy and dumb. It's like
It's
pretty
very serious.
serious,
Yeah, okay.
but at the same time, it's I think it's also very well done to the point where it is funny, it is challenging, it is like you leave this movie and you're just like, that is fucked up, dude. But yeah, it's I would say that's probably actually one of my absolute favorites. I can't speak enough in high regards to that movie.
I love that. I love how you have these movies that just like absolutely like just tease your brain. Like you're like, yeah, Twilight Zone's one of my favorite movies. And then meanwhile, I was like laying in my bed last night and I was like, oh man, I don't know if I want to sign up for Crunchyroll, which is the anime like, thing. But I just decided to because a lot of my friends have been recommending this anime called Bochi the Rock, and it's about this like chick that like is afraid to like go on stage. She's very like introverted,
Okay.
but she's like an insanely good guitar player, and so it's like her journey to like become less introverted. And so like it's just goofy as fuck. It's hilarious. So I watch it while I go to bed and it just puts a smile on my face. It's great.
That's
I'm
what's up.
about like I'm in like episode 6 or 7 right now, and there's only one season out, but I've been loving it. It's been awesome. It's so funny. Highly recommend Bochi the Rock. Go check it out. It's
That
great.
yeah, I that sounds cool. I like have recently gotten into more anime stuff based on just so many recommendations that people have given me over the years. I've accumulated so many recommendations for this and that, and I just finally go, all right, I gotta
I just
watch it.
gotta do it.
I
Yeah.
finally gotta do it. I'm just bad at committing to like a TV show where I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna have to watch 7. Like, I will never watch The Sopranos, dude. I was never gonna happen. There's fucking 45 seasons. It's not happening.
That's true. That's
You know,
true.
like
You could just go to New Jersey and that's The Sopranos. Like you don't have to you
totally.
don't have to watch it
I'll
on
just
TV. You
call
can
you and
live
be
it.
like,
Yeah. I don't live in
give
New
me a
Jersey
10-second
anymore,
rundown.
you know, I feel like I got in trouble the last time I did my like New Jersey accent because like I'm almost certain that someone like thumbs down my video because I was too on the nose, and if you want to call me out, that's fine. I don't really care, but it really
He
you
was
can't tell
personally
me it's not
offended.
close. You can't tell me it's not close. Like they kind of got this like this. Yeah, what you fucking talking about? Yeah, yeah. So like they kind of talk like this, you know? They're like, "What you
That's
fucking
pretty good,
want?"
dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh,
great.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
like
Yeah,
much more intimidating for sure.
it is. Yeah, I feel like I have to put that voice on, like if I'm trying to be intimidating, but then they also see me and they're like, "This is like a 5'8" like Asian man. There's no way he's gonna be that intimidating."
I, when you said that, I almost like just gave you my social security number. Fuck do you want? I was
I
like,
got No, I
whatever you
got
need.
you. I wouldn't do it, Scuff. I wouldn't do you like that.
Whatever you
But
need. Have
yeah,
you watched, real quick sidebar, have you watched Midnight Gospel?
I have not. No, I should watch it though. I did hear someone else that mentioned that to me when I asked this question, and they were like, "Go check that out."
You should, just because you do podcasts also. And one, I love Duncan Trussell. I'm actually going to see him at Hilarities
Oh, very sick.
on Saturday. I haven't been to a comedy show really ever. I've only been to open mic nights, so I decided to go see him. But yeah, I love his vibe when we talk about that positive vibe and just
Hmm.
putting decent, just being a good person. Like I really like his vibe that he puts out and the things he talks about. And I will say, Midnight Gospel is a wild show when you dive into it. So you
Okay,
just have to go in with an open mind
and
and
just go
realize that
rock it.
it's a little fast and stuff. But like when you get into it, it is very, very much so a journey. And I will say, it is one of the most worth it things that I've ever watched all the way through. Like the last episodes, it got like to the point where I was like, I'm so glad I watched all of this, because it really does come to this like just worldly experience that most anyone can relate to. I've never
Hmm.
heard anybody that's watched it not rave about the ending. It's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna have to do that then. You
Well,
gave it your signed, sealed, and approval. So I gotta
yeah,
trust the Scuff. I gotta trust the Scuff Mixon seal of approval. So
absolutely.
definitely gonna vibe out with that one. But the next question I have for you, Scuff, if you were trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one album you could bring with you to listen to for the next month, what album would it be?
Oh my God, it's so sad.
Your pick is sad,
Uh,
or is it sad that that you're on an island for a month?
oh, no, the album that's coming to mind is just so sad. But like, I think I would have to do it. I Thought I Was an Alien by Soko. I've been
Interesting.
listening to a lot of a lot of her stuff, and yeah, this was this album was 2013.
Wow. All right.
Um,
10 years old, baby.
it's got a hold on me, man. It's either that or Ging's new album. Uh, what is it? Dear, we are here. Um, but yeah, Soko. I Thought I Was an Alien. I think that's what I would bring. And then yeah, I'd probably be very sad on an island. It's a sad album.
It's only for a month, though. You'll only be sad for a month, and I think
That's fine.
you got it.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it would actually be a pretty like nice month. I think I'd do some soul searching and hang out, cry a lot, and get it out, and then
Yeah,
come back to the
I feel
normal
that.
world.
I feel that. That's we like that growth, Cuff. So I appreciate it. Uh,
Absolutely.
the final question, the question that this is the
Shit.
penultimate question.
Oh shit.
First of all, thank you for spending the time. I want to give another shout outs to Brandon at American Standards. Love that dude.
Absolutely.
Big salutes to my guy. But Scuff, real important question. Um, I love interviewing bands. This is something that is very much a passion of mine, and I hope that you were able to experience that sort of aura from me. And if not, then definitely
Absolutely.
write me a hate comment and let me know I suck. No, I'm kidding. I,
Great vibe. I
I
appreciate it.
oh, thank you, thank you. I want to know why music is so important to you. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit at the beginning of this pod, but why do you continue doing it? For someone who's been doing this for 10 years, like that's a long amount of time. And I don't want to discredit you. I haven't discredited you throughout this entire interview, but
Absolutely.
why is this important to you? Why do you continue to do it? Cuz very easily you could be doing something else. So why do you
Yeah.
dedicate so much time to doing this?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it would be a lot easier and more lucrative and make a lot more, worldly sense to just like go out and get a good job. I've had tons of good jobs that like I've given up and
Sure,
to do
yeah.
this. So, like, yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, when it comes down to it, I really, really feel that it is the universal language. It's so exciting. It's so it's literally, it comes from nowhere and everywhere all at once. It's like it's just the one thing in this world that excites me constantly, whether it's my music or someone else's music or you recommending me music or anything revolving it. Music is what keeps my life fun and interesting and keeps me connecting and connected and grounded and also fucking sky high, cloud nine, floating. It's like it
Yeah.
truly has just it's taught me how to feel and love and forgive and heal and uh yeah, dude. I mean, it's truly the best shit in the fucking world, man. I don't know what else, how else I could say it.
No, you know what, honestly, that was a great answer, you know, because I think for me, I kind of feel the same way. It's like I I would have never made this show like if I felt like I wasn't going to connect with people, you know? Like
Totally.
I do this because I know that in my heart like these people that make music, including yourself, deserve a platform that is equal as willing to give up their shirt off their back to do that. And that's not me trying to show for myself. I genuinely want people to come away from this and be like, I didn't know anything about Skuff Mixon, but now I do, and I love his music, and I'm gonna go follow him on any social media that you know he's on. You know that to me means more than if I make millions of dollars doing this, if I like blow up on YouTube, if I whatever like
Totally. Because we're
somebody
doing it right now and we're not making millions and we're not
exactly.
making hundreds of thousands and we're
I'm
not making
I'm
tens of
making like
thousands
pennies
and we're
probably
not.
if I'm
in
lucky.
fact, ladies and gentlemen, me and Brandon just lost $20 during
We
this
did.
interview.
We
Thank
did.
you.
Yeah. I lost. Yeah. I lost my sense of will. No. I no, and it's crazy too. And you made a really great point, Scuff, which is like music is a universal language, right? Like it doesn't matter what language you speak, people feel what's in your heart, you know. And I know it sounds super cheesy,
100%.
but it is true, you know. Like there's just something a way about music connecting people to other people, and that's the type of beauty that I want to show in doing interviewing bands. Like I want to show that experience between other people and showing that love because, you know, very easily you could tear someone else down and say like, "Hey, like you suck. This is terrible." But I think it
Yeah,
requires so much more energy to say like, "You're fucking killing it, Scuff. Keep doing it." You know, and you don't know how much that means to the person on the other side of the screen or whatever,
100%.
you know, and like maybe they're
100%.
just like, man, I really had like this really shit beat. Like I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And then you come on to this podcast or you come on to someone else's podcast and they're like, Scuff, you fucking rip, bro. Keep doing it, you know? And that like maybe in the moment you don't get it, but like maybe
Totally. Yeah.
after the interview you're like, fuck, that guy like believed in what I had to do. That's fucking sick. Now I'm gonna fucking go grind it out and do this. Like that's
Yeah.
amazing. You know, so
Yeah.
I hope that inspires you to keep going. I'm trying to be the music's hype man, you know? So,
Yeah, man. No, and it does. It does. Like I said, just sitting down and having this conversation, it's like, honestly, I'm just, especially the past year, I've just been like going faster and faster and more and doing more. And, I also have work and jobs
oh
and
yeah, I know.
I'm a tattoo artist and I actually work and I actually, so like we're always switching gears and I'm constantly feel like I'm just always trying to one up and do, more music and more videos and more shows. And also I have to make rent still and rent just keeps going up
Oh
and going
yeah.
up,
Oh, I know.
all the
Yeah.
things. And, it's like at the end of the day, like it's gotta be because you fucking love it. And, I think that I don't know. It's all got me here, and again, just around good people like you and and
No.
and Brandon one, Brandon 1 and 2. Like it's meeting all those people, and then we meet people through each other,
Oh
and then
yeah.
those people, and it's like you can really tell when the art kind of bears itself.
You can see when
I can
it's
tell.
genuine. You can see when
Yeah,
the interaction is genuine, you know? Like yeah, that
yeah.
I agree 100% agree with that. So, if there's anything to take away from this is that you should definitely go check out Scuff Mixon. I know the name will throw you off and you probably look at this title
Yeah.
and be like Scuff Mixon, what the fuck's that? You should give it a listen. I swear to God, it will be well worth your effort and your time. And if it's not, it'd still be worth your effort and time. So go do it up. But Scuff,
Yes.
tell the people where they can find you at on social media, what you have coming up in the next couple
All right.
months, and anything else you would like to know about Scuff and just all that shit, you know?
Yeah, dude, I appreciate that. So yeah, Skuff Micksun, SkuffMicksun. You'll find me anywhere and everywhere, pretty much. I do not have a Snapchat. That's the one thing I don't have.
Smart man.
People have been saying they added me on there. I don't even know how to log in. So, but yeah, I just got a Twitter because apparently, we got to do these things. So, TikTok, I'm always on there. I go live quite often. I write, I make music on there. Instagram, Facebook, all the shit. Tons of music videos on YouTube and
Hey.
an EP coming out in August. My next single is dropping
Oh,
April 12th.
oh.
Music videos. Let's go. Going crazy all year, man. Trying.
I respect the grind, I do have
Absolutely.
one final question for you, Scuff. How did
Yeah.
you and Brandon meet? Not me, the other Brandon. Brandon won.
So yeah, dude. So we this is really weird. So I'd been following American standards like throughout time, just like I don't
Oh,
even know
very
how long.
sick.
And I saw them on TikTok and I was like, oh cool, it's that one band. And I just always was like, oh I fuck with them. And I even knew his first band that he just had his reunion. What were they called? I forgot now. But whatever band he was signed on a long time ago, I knew that band as
Whew.
well. So I was very familiar with his projects. I just had no idea who he was. And then he reached out to me probably 6 months ago or so and was just like, hey, man, love what you're doing. I'm in this band. And I was like, yo, dude, mutual love. I've been following you for a long time and just didn't realize, just didn't know you personally. So, yeah, it was, again, through just straight up music and me just liking his music.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah.
um, yeah, it was so wild. And we like kind of put it together after that he was in a band 10 years ago that I also knew. And I was like, geez, this is like such a small world, dude.
Full
It's
circle.
such a small world.
It is. It is. I feel like my world gets smaller and smaller, but again, wanted to give a salutes to Brandon number 1,
Yeah,
my
dude.
boy. Brandon from American Standards. Go give him some love. But also, you know who else you should give some love to? Skuff Micksun. He's fucking
My
sick.
dog.
He
I'm
is
about to
so.
hire you.
Huh?
I'm
You're gonna
about to
hire me?
hire you as some PR, dude. What
I
can
got.
we get?
Listen, bro. I got you. I
I'm just
got you.
gonna have you in like the interludes to all my albums. You're just
I'll
like,
be
all right,
like.
guys, this next song, you're gonna want to stick around. It's me, Brandon, here on
Be like,
Skuff
yo,
Mickson's
what's
album.
going on? I'll do my best like impression right now. I'll be all right. I'm warming up. I'm warming up. All right.
Let me get one.
All right. Hey, what's going on, guys? You just checked out Skuff Micksun, the most fire guy from Cleveland. Check him out. You know where you can check those links out? In the description. Make sure to give this man a follow. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok,
Yep.
Twitter, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. You know what else is important? Give him a follow on Spotify.
Yep.
You want to know when a cool song drops? Fucking follow him on Spotify, man. Come on, what are you doing? Go do that. It'd be real sick. I'd be stoked. I'm stoked right
Damn. All
now.
right. I can't afford anymore. I can't afford anymore. That's got to be $150.
It's
Right
it's $0, and you know what else? Go check out
no.
Skuff Micksun. He's awesome. If you enjoyed this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. It goes a long way. And huge
It
thanks to
does.
Skuff Micksun for coming on. What a blast! What a gem of a guy. Go check him out. He's awesome.
Right back at you, man. Thank you.